Hello everyone, I'm Cool Guy, welcome back, and we have a post commentary here on a game. I put it up on Twitter and a lot of people want to see the post commentary, so that's what we're going to do. It's a game where I had 62 opponents defeated, and as a player in Destiny, that's the most I've ever had, and it's a triumph for me to see that on the screen. But let's be clear up front, the numbers are skewed in Destiny 2. The actual numbers are, we have 47 kills, 6 deaths, 26 of those were bygone kills, 10 were mindbenders, 6 super, 5 melee, 15 assists, and 48 medals. And the reason why I want to post it is we can talk about it and pause at certain times, talk about thought process and strategy. But most of all, I wanted to post it because I was very busy in this game. 15 assists, and out of Clash, 62 out of 100 is a lot. And 47 actual kills, it's almost half their team. I just put shots into everything I saw. And you know what? This week we have the last word, sandbox changes, my aiming video is coming out this week, so I'm very excited. So let's jump in here, and we're going to start off by saying that Elgato, every now and then you'll get a corrupt file, and a lot of the times it's like, ooh, alright, I didn't really miss anything, but something like this I didn't want to lose. I ended up saving the file here in the start of the game, so we missed the very first couple seconds, but that's alright. But I decided to use a bygones here. This is the roll that you get from Gambit, right? At the end from the Drifter, it's full auto kill clip. This is going to be my first death, actually. And we know this guy has a colony. It is what it is. I thought that I jumped and was able to be okay, but he shot 2 of them and they both just seeked me out and I ended up taking death. It is what it is. But back to the bygones, 390 adaptive pulse rifle. Very underappreciated, right? You see them everywhere, especially on console. It's underappreciated because you look at the time to kill, it's a 0.93, so it's around a second essentially. And a lot of people get thrown off by that. Especially this kill clip one, as you can see, and you'll see me poke and peek a lot when I'm one shot when I do have kill clip, because throwing down over 120 damage on an opponent, you just can't pass that up. We end up throwing out a Tempest Strike, end up getting kill clip going. I try to notice where my team is, so they're going to be back in this spawn over here to the left and coming around the back side of the map here. So what's going to happen is I come up, I end up, this guy's just going to get totally obliterated because he's all alone. Again, everything just kind of flipped, so they're going to be back at this zone or in the back of this side, so we just start rotating out there that way. But back to the bygones, man, and I started using bygones because I was getting irritated with Bloom from Ace of Spades and Killed Orchid. I love hand cannons, and I hadn't used this thing in a long time. This is the first game using it in a long time, and turns out it's pretty good, right? I ended up getting my super first, so we get a couple kills, we get a third kill. I just end up deflecting to back out and be safe. Generally, I wait for first super if they have hammers or Sentinel Titan so I can shut them down, which I do later on. But we're going to go ahead and pause for a second. We had a couple teammates behind me go down. If you look at my radar, there are people all over the place. So from process of elimination here, we know that in the top right of me is where my team should be spawning in the back, because both zone areas are taken, the back of this area is taken. So the real options, because we got kind of thrown into a bad situation here, to try to get back to that back area where our team should be spawning, or just take a couple people out before we die. I decided to kind of stay and try to get a couple kills. We get somebody coming in, and this is going to be my second death, man. We do a nice Tempest Strike with shotgun, but the shotgun wasn't reloaded, and this isn't the first time this happens in this gameplay. It's mostly because I use a pulse monitor dust rock when I do shotgun, and when you get shot and you're one shot, you end up having everything already refilled from your reserves. We get a nice couple kill clip kills right here, and you'll see me go against a couple hand cannon users, like this Better Devils guy right here. When he starts shooting that fast and blooming out, I know that I'm gonna, like, he didn't land a shot on me. I think he landed maybe one, but when they start blooming like that, unless he's a really good hand cannon user, you can challenge that if you hear 2 or 3 shots in succession. And right here, we see this is just another bad play by me. I was trying to go up and Tempest Strike. I thought he was a little bit further out. We ended up getting the Tempest Strike out anyway. This area and these areas right here, you'll see me use cover, and it happens later on. We'll actually stop and talk about it. We're trying to figure out where our team is. We have a level 9 out here. Shoot a guy in the back, and we've talked about this in a lot of tip videos in the past. One of the big ways to get high kill games, right? Because that's what a lot of people are shooting for. Just good games. You know, everything's just kind of thrown together. You're doing everything right. It's shooting people in the back, and that starts with your rotations, man. We know that Heavy's coming out right now, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, so we could either contest it right up in their face. We heard Golden Gun pop, but our teammate took it out. Or we can just get an angle on it, as you can see right here, and once you're shooting them, they can't pick it up. We have Dawnblade going on, so we played that really, really well. I think I ended up getting a Hammerhead right here. And, you know, Thunderlord's just so much better than these things. And we're going to stop for a second. We're at the point of the game to where I had first super a long time ago. We saw a Golden Gun pop on their team. Our team just popped Dawnblade. This is going to be the time where we start seeing supers, right? So I'm pretty sure this guy has a super, but I don't really necessarily want to waste my Arc Staff. We see that he goes up top. And what ends up happening is we get him one shot. I end up not chasing him in case he has a shotgun. He throws his tether. It's going to knock me to one side. And what I have to do is is he going to go left, top, or right? I was on where I thought he was coming out, just the tether pulled me too much. I ended up taking a death. So that's another one. I think he's on the other side of the map picking up my heavy, shooting colony shots, spamming him everywhere, but that's all right. See a guy in mid, throw an arc bolt, get a nice easy kill on him. Now right here, I pull out my ghost, and I do that a lot. And we know that they have supers, so I'm waiting. I wait for them to pop it first. There it is, their Sentinel Shield. So I start blocking immediately. And remember, with Way of the Current and the guide, there's a link in the description. Once you see Whirlwind Guard, you get 3 times Arc Staff damage. So I'm blocking, and I know people are shooting me. So once I see that text, and when I do, I take my shot on the Sentinel, which again is a one shot. We end up pushing up. I end up getting the light attack heavy. So right here, another thing, everything about you just had a really good play, right? Everything about this says, let's go up there, get a quick shotgun kill. But we see that this is their actual spawn by looking at the radar. So I'm gonna hold pat until I have somebody behind me. And you'll notice that once I see shots coming from behind me, my teammates, that's when I push in. But something again unfortunate happens. We get a good kill, we push up, try to get advantage. We know we have 2 people behind us. We take our shot, and we don't have our shotgun reloaded. That's on me. I mean, that's a horrible death to take. 59-39, our team's doing well. We put good shots. I'm not sure what my guys were shooting. It seems like I landed every single shot on both opponents right there, but that's okay. I tried getting some shots in this guy that's leaving. So looking at process of elimination, our team's on the left, their team's on the right. They're either going to be right out here or the very back of the spawn. But here we are, and we know they're coming to the side. They popped 2 supers, an Arc Staff and Hammer, so we might see them, we might not. We know they're right here. I throw out my Tempest Strike, which I do a lot. I try to shade step next to them so I can get my Tempest Strike back again. That didn't happen, so I end up throwing an Arc Bolt, get a really good chain. End up taking out one, and I think there's one more left, and I'm unsure. Yep, he's getting collapsed on, so I just move up. So again, this should be their spawn way back in here. If not, they're on the opposite side of the map in the top right corner of where we are. So right here, I end up getting a shade step because he jumped past me. So we have a lot of people. 2 things are going to happen. 3 things, really. I could backpedal to my team because they're behind me in this zone. I could go to the right and chase the guy that just went past me, but that's not the correct play. We have people to our left that are funneling out to mid-map. So what's going to happen is they're either going to come through this tunnel to me or they're going to come behind me. So what I end up doing is wait, it's going to be this guy. He throws an Arc Bolt, so I time a perfect Tempest Strike and end up getting him. We have Dawnblade. I end up going, we can either follow the Dawnblade, but I get this guy that's trying to flank us. And my immediate thing is to follow the Dawnblade because he's going to start dropping orbs. Well, he gets taken down immediately by this Titan back here, and we end up collapsing him. I think I end up getting the final kill. So we have a couple guys right here, and here's my thought process on this. This is another death that we take. I get 40 damage on him initially, maybe a little bit more because I paused it, but we have a guy to our right, and he should be looking down that lane. So I take some shots to try to kill the guy I was originally shooting at, but what happens in this small time frame, he ends up popping a rift, and I end up getting him, but this guy takes me out, and I was just a second too early, right? So we had this guy come in with his super and take out the guy that killed me. So another unfortunate thing, it's a teammate deal. We end up spawning up, clean up this guy. Again, I'm just putting shots into everything. It's 80-48 currently. Our spawn's back here. That means they're going to be outside, so the resistance is going to be mid-map. So I can go mid-map or to the outside. Another horrible play by me. Knowing that I have 10 shots with a Hammerhead, it's 40 to the head, so I could just get 1 kill. That's my thing, but I end up not. We clean that guy up. I drop down because he's above me. It was a good play by him. And a lot of times we just want to go in, but that's generally what happens, right? In a perfect world, we can go in there, get a couple shotgun kills, get out. But after the dodge roll, I couldn't get my shotgun up in time. Right there, as you saw, I pulled out my Ghost just to see what kind of supers they have. So we have our team just dying out there. We have people to our right that's on our team, and they're spawning in back mid and to the right. So they're going to be coming from the back left side and outside, or in the zone behind me. So we have to pay attention to that. So my play is to go on a flank, but if I do that, I could get caught in crossfire, or just stay in the lane, which I did for a long time. I ended up going right to loop around with my team. We get out here, and we have two people go down. I hear golden gun pop, and we talk about Way of the Current with what you can do. I end up just boxing him in and closing him out. And he has to pay attention to me, because if he doesn't, I'm just going to close in and kill him anyway. What he should be doing is looking for other players to shoot, but we did what we were supposed to do. And our team has full, I mean, they're all out here now. I did what I was supposed to do. We had a good play on the Titan. We ended up throwing out a Tempest Strike. I wanted to get that kill so I can get a Bygones going. Just jumping around, using our cover. Right here is pretty important, right? We're one shot. We know an inaugural address is shooting at me. So what you need to do in these situations, especially when you have cover, right? I can't see where this guy is, but I know where my teammate is. What's going to happen is what I hope to happen. I'm going to wait for some gunfire to go down. Him shooting at this level 10, I mean, bless him, or the level 10 shooting at him. When that happens, he's taking aggro. And when that happens, I poke out and start shooting at him, because I'm not the threat anymore. And the level 10 ends up taking him out. So it's little things like that, right? We knew that I was one shot. We got shots on that Titan. Again, just putting shots into a lot of people. It's 98 to 61. It's little things like that. Just noticing where my teammate is. If he wasn't there, I just probably would have waited for full health, but I poked out because we had aggro being taken, and he wasn't focused on me anymore. I can put in good shots. We ended up getting the final couple of kills here, 100 to 62, and what's really cool about it, again, is how many shots I put into players, but I had 62 opponents defeated. They had 62 total kills. So again, I had 47 total, so almost half the team I killed. It's pretty cool. 10,000 damage at 10-3 efficiency with those 6 deaths. And actually at the end reward screen, I was rewarded with some Frosties, and unfortunately they didn't have traction on it, man, or any good perks, so they just end up being infusion fuel. But we have a big week this week. We have the aiming video coming out. We're going to talk about the sandbox when that happens. Pretty excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just a quick commentary talking about some of the plays, some of the things that I did. Nothing special about it, man. I mean, it really wasn't. I just shot everything I saw. Pretty cool game. You guys have a good rest of your day. Until the next one, I am Cool Guy.